Hey, welcome to your spiritual revolution guidance reading for the month of Gemini. So the month of Gemini runs from May 20th until June 20th. And today this reading is for you, Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, what is a spiritual revolution guidance reading anyhow? So if you are part of the spiritual revolution, you know that you are being called to participate in the spiritual war as either a warrior or a soldier, a healer, a guide, or any other type of participant. And perhaps this is something that you've felt your entire life for years, or maybe this is just a realization that's come to you recently, little whisperings in the ear. But if this reading is finding you, then you're in the right place. So what we're going to do is get some messages for you. So what do you need to know for the month of Gemini, which is the third month of our astrological year? And we'll get your messages. We will also get, okay, like this. That's how they want it to go. Okay. And we'll get your overarching energy as well as some other messages as we go through. And we have a full moon this month on May 31st in Sagittarius, and we have the new moon in Gemini on June 14th. So we'll get some messages from the moon and see what we need to know for you. Okay, Scorpio, this is a lot. We have innovation. And I'm not surprised that a lot has popped out for you, Scorpio. Acquisition, because you have been working nonstop for years. Harmony and publicity. Okay, so these are some very interesting overarching themes, and I feel like it's telling a little bit of a story. So innovation, acquisition, harmony, and publicity. We have two Jupiter cards, Jupiter in Aquarius, Jupiter in Leo, and we have two Sun cards, Sun in Taurus and Sun in Libra. So innovation, acquisition, harmony, publicity. You have been working on new projects, new ideas, things that like no one's really doing. No one's really doing what you're doing, Scorpio. Like you're so deep, and the amount of thought that you've put into what is my purpose here? What am I doing? What is my role within the spiritual revolution has been so intense. And this is something that has been developing for a few years. And you have come up with some ideas that, like I said, aren't being done. This is really about what you are meant to bring to the rest of the world in order to help everyone, to help humanity heal. And when I see acquisition, this is telling me that you are getting the resources that you need in order to bring these ideas to fruition. And these resources, yes, it can be money, but it can also be space, land. It can be like helpers, partners, support, whether that's emotional support or actual, physical support in executing on your plans. Because your idea is really big, first off, and you can't do it alone. But I do see that this acquisition is coming to play for you. And harmony. So your life has felt chaotic for the past few years. I'm going to say probably at least 8 years. And I know that sounds like pretty dramatic, but Scorpio, you're a little dramatic. But now you're really starting to feel harmony, to feel like, oh no, that was all part of the plan. And you can see what the forest for the trees, is that what they say? You can see how it's all fitting together and how this is bringing you peace and harmony in your life. But this is also harmony with other people. And finally, publicity. And this is where I think the struggle comes in for you is being seen for who you are. Scorpios are known for being dark and secretive and in the shadows, which is true. But now it's really time for you to step out of the shadow and into the light in some kind of way. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but your message, your ideas, what you are bringing to the world needs to be heard. And you need to be seen. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit and get a little bit more specific on these messages. So your first card, kind of the background, what's been going on. You have the Knight of Cups. And the first thing that I'm being drawn to in this card, I don't know if you can see it, is this little shark down here in the water. And so your idea that you have this plan, this project, this new direction in your life is like, it's giving you butterflies. Like you feel romanticized by it, like almost in love, like in what's the word? Like enchantment. Yes, you feel enchanted by this idea, and it almost seems like too good to be true. And you have a tendency to focus on, well, the what ifs. What if this goes wrong? What if this doesn't happen? What if no one likes it? What if no one comes? What if I look like a fool? What if I stumble over my words? What if all of these potential issues, reasons not to do it are cropping up, and are they even real? That's my question to you, because what is real is the excitement, is the prospect for helping humanity, is the this revolutionary way of doing something. And you should be excited by it. You have been given this download for a reason. There is so much that you are meant to bring to the world. And yes, there are always challenges. However, do not let that stop you. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. And that's just part of the journey, right? Like sometimes redirections are protection. And ultimately, though, I feel like your vision that you have is meant to be pursued. So don't let your creepy little thoughts prevent you from doing that. Okay, and we have the Five of Wands. So this is kind of like, this is, your current energy, the actions that you're bringing right now. And why are you arguing with yourself? That's just the question that I'm going to throw out there. It feels like you're arguing with yourself. It feels like you're again, looking for reasons to not do the things, but also like putting a lot of doubt and uncertainty into your plans. I just got to chill right now, because it feels like what's happening is intrusive thoughts. So these voices, or these, I don't want to say like, you're not schizophrenic. Let's not put it, it's not like voices, but it is voices. These ideas, these thoughts, these misdirections, these redirections, these reasons to not do something, these fears that are creeping in, these what ifs are, these are intrusive thoughts. So these are from external forces, whether these be dark forces, entities, things like that, but also subconscious patterning, traumas, cycles of repeat, cycles of behaviors and actions that are keeping you in old stories. And that's what's really coming through right now. So you have these spiritual attacks on you. And just remember that that you are protected, and that you can protect yourself at any time. You can tell these intrusive thoughts to go away. You really go within, connect to your solar plexus, connect to your sacral, connect to your heart, and ask yourself what is true. And I think what you're going to see is that these intrusive thoughts or these what ifs will go away. You'll be able to remove them from your life. But I do feel like there's a lot of that coming up for you right now. And this can be in the form of your internal dialogue and also conversations that you're having with other people. Remember, the dark forces and these entities do work through other people, and they can be putting you off your path. So pay attention to that. Because your final card here, the result is the Two of Wands. And if you can see, the character in this card is literally holding the world in his hands and looking over the horizon, is very determined. He has his protectors, his guides with him, and is ready to move forward with the next phase of his journey. And that's where you're going to be. There's like a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of fears and uncertainties that you need to overcome. And once you do that, you will be unstoppable. Like now is the next phase of this idea that you're bringing together, and it's going to happen quickly. You just need to make the decision to embark on that. So you are supported. You have the resources. You have the internal harmony that you need. It's just a matter of trusting in that and bringing it forward. So that's super exciting. So like I mentioned, we have the moons, the full moon, the new moon. So let's get a message from the moon for you, Scorpio, for the month of Gemini. Ooh, and I left a couple cards behind, but you know what? That's okay, because we got what we need. We've got the waning moon. So the waning moon is asking you, Scorpio, what do you need to release? So what do you need to release? Well, I think we've been talking about it. These fears, these uncertainties, these doubts in your talent and your ability. That's what you need to release. But it's up to you to really go deeper and to do the soul searching and find out specifically what are those fears. We know that some of it is the fear of being seen, about this publicity, about coming out of the shadows, but what else and why specifically do you have that fear? And by going deeper into it, then you will better be able to come out of it. I believe. I have a lot of faith in you, Scorpio. If anyone's able to go deep, it is you. Okay, so let's see what other messages we have for you today. Okay, so third eye, seeing. Okay, so we have third eye, perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. So this card is really about your inner sight, your inner knowing. And I would say the meditation. The message that's coming through is meditation. So really sitting with yourself and cultivating your inner truth, your inner knowledge, asking for clarity from your guides, and opening your third eye is going to be really important for you during this Gemini season. And Gemini is an energy, is a sign that's about seeing the details. It's about logic. It's about truth. It's about getting down to the reality of the situation, seeing both sides, weighing all the information, and coming to a conclusion that makes sense. And often I think we use our logical brains for this, which is great. However, we also have our heart and we have our inner sight, our inner knowing. And that's really what you're being called to explore this month. And I think by doing that, that's really going to help you to see what it is that you need to release. You're going to be able to, perhaps even psychically become aware of what that looks like and how to do it. And then move forward with your path, with your ideas. And finally, our final message for you is the card of ayahuasca. Not saying necessarily you need to go do ayahuasca, but to really embody that medicine, that powerful teacher, mother plant, and that ceremony, like what what happens and how deep the potential is to discover yourself and your place in the universe and the mysteries of the universe itself. And the message on this one is rebirth. Okay, so it's Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune, and this is a very psychic energy. This feels very related to the third eye that's coming up. And what do you need to release? So in ayahuasca ceremonies, these can be incredibly hard on the physical body, but also on the spiritual mind and all of that, because it's about purging and removing everything that is no longer serving you, and really embracing the next phase of your evolution, and rebirthing, right? Which is very tied in. Like, it feels like that this is pulling everything together. Like, Scorpio, you have a tendency to kind of hide within yourself, and now is the time for you to emerge from the cosmic womb, so to speak, and to go out there in the world and bring your gifts and do what you're really meant to do. So that's super exciting. And maybe you are meant to do ayahuasca. I don't know. I'm not giving you any advice on that. Only you know for sure. But yeah, it came up for a reason. And I hope this resonated with you. If you have any questions or comments, pop them down in the comments below. If you want to go deeper, because this is a general reading, I do personal readings where we go into your birth chart and all of that, then hit me up, let me know. And in the meantime, though, I hope you found something in this reading, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next month.